Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Well, look, I'm going to just go ahead and say right now, from 130 all the way up to 140, I think Tank Davis beats everybody. 140, they have some killers, don't get me wrong. But I think Tank, especially 130 to 135, he beats everyone. Now, people are coming out here now saying, now Tank fights tonight, but then already discrediting his forthcoming win and saying Hector Garcia is too small to be in the ring with Tank. Let's not take it to the stupid. Hold your horses. Hector Garcia has a couple of inches height-wise on Tank Davis. And we know fighters kill themselves to get down to super lightweights. I'm not talking about the weight division. I'm just talking about a weight lighter than where they really should be at for that moment in time so they can weight bully their opponents. Now, I'm not saying that's what Hector Garcia did to Chris Colbert. But let's be real. Hector Garcia bubbling up to 135. This is what annoys me with boxing fans and with these so-called boxing experts that get a microphone put in front of their face and they're on these different networks that start spewing bullcrap. Oh, we're not sure how Hector Garcia is going to fare against Tank. He has to gain 5 pounds. No, he doesn't have to gain no damn 5 pounds. It's just like with Conor Ben when he was going to fight Eubank Jr. Conor Ben has to come all the way up from 147 up to 157 pounds. No, he doesn't. These fighters, when they're cutting weight, they come down past certain weights to get to the fight weight. So with Conor Ben, he walks around about 175. So he comes down past 157 to get to 147. You understand? He doesn't have to eat potatoes and steak, take protein shakes and fertility pills to get up to 157. Same thing here with the Dominicano. This man here doesn't have to go like his countryman, El Banana, and eat platano, you understand? And yuca and all that. He doesn't need to eat that to get to 135. He's probably coming down from 165, melting all the way down past 135 to 130. So all he's doing now is stopping 5 pounds ahead, 5 pounds above the weight he normally cuts down to. So so stop trying to hate on Tank Davis, man. I get it. Tank's made some mistakes in the past. I get it. He's left Mayweather Promotions. He's trying to do things on his own. Needs media training. He's got some work to do, but he's making an effort. And people are going to have opinions. They're going to like him for whatever reasons. They're going to dislike him for whatever reason. And that's their right. I'm not saying you're wrong. But what I am saying is you're wrong. Your ass is totally wrong to come now and say, oh, Tank Davis is cherry picking a 130 pounder. Oh, the 130 pounder isn't going to stand a chance in there. Let me tell you something. For those of you who didn't see what Hector Garcia did to Chris Colbert and what he did in his last fight, right? The man's fighting at 130 pounds. His punch resistance should be super low. But at 130, he's a monster. And he's coming way down in weight. So for him to bubble up another 5 pounds, that makes him even more of a problem for Gervonta Davis. Davis knows that. Let me tell you, it's not even the last 5 pounds. That last pound that fighters have to cut, that can be torture. I did a video on weight loss. Go look at it. It's horrible what fighters put themselves through. And here, like the day before the weigh-in or 12 hours before the weigh-in, these guys aren't drinking, sometimes a day or two before the weigh-in. No food, sometimes no water, no fluid, just chips of ice. But when you get 12 hours out, these guys are doing cycles in hot tubs, cycles in saunas. And then if they're allowed to take any type of diuretic, which is so many are banned, they're going to try to urinate out the last little half a pound, quarter of a pound. So don't come now and tell me that, oh, Garcia is at such a disadvantage when he no longer has to kill himself to get to 130. He can stop 5 pounds above that moment in time weight that he's accustomed to. Now, Tank Davis, he's not getting any advantages. I think 135 is a sweet spot for Tank, but he can bubble up to 140 because we've seen Tank Davis walking around here definitely more than 150 pounds. Okay, so and his coach Calvin Ford even said the real fight for Tank is making that 135-pound weight limit. Okay, he said that yesterday. That's the real fight. They're not worried about him in the ring with an opponent. Their concern is always getting that weight down, because that's not easy. It's not easy. Okay, so that being said, I'm gonna conclude this video. But when we talk about the now what do you call himself, man? The El Androide, right? The android. When we talk about him being a robot, the man is a robot. The man is special. Don't try to discredit him either. Don't hit on Tank, and don't come here and downplay the Dominican fighter. He can fight. And I'm telling you, I don't think it's going to be an easy fight for Tank. I don't think so. I just don't think so. When you got a guy who's hungry like that, you know, it's different, man. You heard the saying, right? It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the fight in the dog. Find a way to lose or find a way to win. Lose your right to complain if you don't let your hands go. That's what we're talking about here with El Androide, the android, the Dominican fighter. Yo, man, so stop with the nonsense. Quit taking it to the stupid. Hold your horses. Tank Davis is the real deal, and so is this Dominican fighter, Hector Garcia. I don't care if he loses. Still got to give him credit, because I think even if he loses, it's a win for him, depending on how he performs. And I expect him to put on an outstanding performance. But I just think once he gets caught, you can't come now and say he was too small. Look what the hell Tank did to Barrios. Look what Tank did to Leo Santa Cruz, and I get it. Look what he did to Rolly. I get it. Rolly said he had to cut 16 pounds the night before. I don't know how true that is. But what I'm saying is, when you have a guy like Tank Davis with that kind of power, it doesn't matter who he gets in there with. If he touches you, he's going to knock you out. And, you know, it doesn't help the fighters when they have to come down with so much weight to get in there with a guy who hits like that. And in this case, it's the opposite. Hector Garcia gets to come up, so he gets somewhat of an advantage in this fight, what he didn't have in his other fights. So that being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Leave your comments below. This is what I'm doing for a living. If you want to donate to the channel, I appreciate it. Quit hating. Don't take it to the stupid. Hold your horses. Tank Davis, when he knocks him out, he's going to deserve credit. And Hector Garcia is going to deserve credit, because I'm sure he's going to put forth an outstanding, respectable performance. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.